Alright, let's build a perfect session.
Let's.
Our current agreement surrounding motives states that the staff planned them and you must implement them. That part can't change. No matter who designs the motive, you have to implement them.
Correct.
Now, I think you know as well as I do that if we gave you free rein to design the motives, they would be awful. They wouldn't motivate anyone to do anything.
I won't lie to you. At the very least, my motives would not be nearly as harmful as this session's motives have been.
Do you have a problem with the motives in this session?
I do. In Session 1, I felt as though motives were much more fair. Though not comfortable, they were not nearly as gruesome. Session 2's Week 3 motive was absolutely inhumane.
The punishment votes.
That was an absolutely disgusting amount of pressure. I loathed that motive.
What about the bleeding motive?
It was interesting, I suppose.
Okay. Noted. And the flooding?
The flooding I found somewhat distasteful.
Why is that?
I dislike motives with a death timer attached.
A death timer?
An unavoidable motive, if you will. For example, a motive in which if no student commits murder for 3 days, the entire class would be killed. Something like that seems especially egregious. It proves nothing to me. You've set out to demonstrate human nature to me, and yet you're forcing humans into situations that are distinctly unnatural. An unavoidable motive, if you will.
Human nature. Alright. I see where you're getting at. Here's a proposal then. I want the staff to maintain control over motive implementation. In return, I'll agree to focus on motives that demonstrate and elevate human nature. Does that work for you?
No more shocking.
Yes. No more shocking. Do we have a deal?
Yes, I can agree to those terms.
Perfect. I'll note that. On a similar note, morning games.
Morning games.
The staff is arguing to keep them. Morning games are an important part of the integration process. The session participants don't take the game seriously until they've been made to participate in the morning games. We're not willing to let go of them.
I see.
That being said, we'd be willing to negotiate the parameters of the games. The only rule is that the games must continue following the common themes.
Truth, violence, reward.
Exactly. We need the games to fulfill those ideals.
I see.
What's your take on the matter?
I loathe the morning games. They make me angry. I find it unfair to force the students to confess such private matters in front of their peers. It's pointless. It serves only to humiliate them.
It's not like that at all. The truth game puts them all on equal playing field. Think of all the drama that would come with the students finding those secrets out one by one. It would create a power imbalance. The truth game makes things fair.
That's not why you do it. You simply enjoy them.
You're painting me in a bad light. I do it for the exact reasons I said I do it. Fairness. You have your own reasons for doing what you do, and I have mine. Stop assuming the worst of me. It'll make these negotiations go a lot smoother.
I suppose for the sake of fairness, we can keep the truth game. It serves a purpose. The violence game does not. It is absolutely pointless torture.
Not true at all. The violence game serves a very important purpose.
Please elaborate.
Fine, but you're not going to like it. The violence game is exactly what it sounds like. It shows them that violence is an option. Humans are socially conditioned to avoid violence. It's a social taboo. It's against the law. It's morally dubious. When they enact violence on each other and get away with it for a half hour, it shows them that here, violence is an option. It kickstarts the killing game.
You're right. I don't like that.
Maybe not, but that's what it's for. Before you go dismissing the violence game out of pocket, keep in mind, the killings are a crucial part of the game. The first murder is the hardest one to initiate. If we can't push them forward with a violence game, we'll have to up the severity of the motive. Is that what you'd prefer?
It doesn't sit well with me at all.
Then you're choosing to prolong their suffering. If we can't have a violence game and we can't have a brutal week 1 motive, the game is going to drag. You need to choose one or the other, or the game will go on much longer than a month.
Then I suppose the violence game can stay.
Glad we can come to an agreement.
Mm,
You'll have to accept from the get-go that killing is a natural part of the game. You can't erase it or minimize it. Either way, the rules of the game state that they can't leave until they've completed 5 entire trials. Internalize that as a constant truth.
right.
On that note, let's discuss your level of participation. You have to host, and you have to enforce the rules. Other restrictions include the fact that you must explain the rules of the game, you must oversee trials, you must attend to immediate emergencies that are out of the hands of the students, such as fire. Am I missing anything?
I believe that's all.
Oh, most importantly, you cannot interfere with the game for any reason. No removing students, no canceling motives, no canceling trials, that kind of thing.
Right.
So with that in mind, what can we do to make you more comfortable?
I'd like to be able to freely interact with.
I'm not even going to let you finish that thought. The students? I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Because we've been letting you freely interact with the students thus far, against my better judgment, and look how that's played out.
I'm afraid I don't understand what you're referring to.
We let you implement direct, non-fatal punishments for this session, as you requested. Let's review how that went for you. Every single student you've punished has gone on to cause massive amounts of trouble. Every single student you've rewarded has done the same.
Pardon?
Student 14's eyes were...
Names. If you're not going to use names, we can end the negotiations right here and now. They have names.
I barely even remember his name.
Tei Atsushi.
Right. Well, when you punished Tei Atsushi, it severely impacted his gameplay. You left permanent damage, rendering him unable to see anything he deemed threatening or disturbing. That's a massive issue in this type of environment. It also puts him at an unfair disadvantage in the game.
I'm aware of that. It was a mistake.
You punished Akibataku similarly.
To no consequence, from my understanding.
That's what I thought too. Then, I started watching Yokoi Ruka's behavior. What happened with the wall?
The wall.
The hole in the wall. The hole Akibataku punched in the drywall on the first day. The damage you punished him for. Why does she keep coming back to it?
Oh my.
If that made you realize anything, then clearly you already have a more thorough understanding of the situation than I do.
I'll remedy that.
But even aside from those day 1 transgressions, I find it much more pertinent to review the current state of Tei Atsushi. You've rendered him completely unable to continue participating in the game. I don't know what you did to him, but he clearly didn't take to it. For the sake of the students, I feel as though your direct interaction with them should cease. You clearly do more harm than good, and if we want a fair game, it has to stop. More than just a fair game. If you care about them like you claim to, it has to stop.
I would like to continue interacting with the student body for the remainder of Session 2. For Session 3, I will stop.
Can we add that to the contract then?
Yes. Go ahead.
Perfect. Alright, this one's an important one. Participants.
Participants?
You may have noticed that so far, I haven't been giving you a lot of leeway. Even though I said these were going to be negotiations, it's been a bit one-sided. No, I've been getting what I wanted far more often than you've been getting what you wanted.
Indeed. I'm not a fan of that.
Well, here's what I'd like to propose. I'd like you to choose the participants for Session 3.
Well, independently.
Completely independently, yes. No more back and forth, no more reviewing from the directorate, just you. You can go with whatever criteria you want. Whatever you think demonstrates the best microcosm of Japanese society.
You can't be serious.
I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm not doing it to be cruel. I'm doing it because I want to prove to you that the outcome will always be the same, no matter what. You can pick whoever you like. You can put together your perfect example of humanity. It'll go the same way every time. I'll let you pick all 16.
I'll agree to those terms. I can begin the selection process rather quickly.
Perfect. I trust your judgment.
I appreciate that.
The only limitation I'm putting in place is that there must be 16 participants. No more, no less. Is that fair?
That is fair. I'll select 16.
Perfect. I feel like this is really going smoothly now.
I'm glad you feel that way. If you don't mind, I'd like to continue negotiating. We still have some ground to tread.
Of course, of course.